I forget. Again, I don't remember. I apologize. I have it on my computer, but I can't remember exactly what you played. But right. So the basic chord progression there is 1, 6, 2, 5 twice, right? So first chord E flat.
Yeah.
Now C7. Look at the voicing here.
Okay.
That B flat 7
so
is not a regular 7, it's a sus because the E flat is still in the melody. And then right? Now you can dress that phrase up and make it not the same both times by doing stuff like this. And I always look for these opportunities, right? I'm not going to go right to the C on this note A flat this time. I'm going to go first to D flat 7, a half step above, because you're never more than a half step from the truth.
Oh, it's like a chromatic resolution. Okay. What did you play in your right hand? Just oh, okay. So kind
regular
of the
old
same.
ninth chord.
Okay.
Maybe that's a sharp 9. Doesn't matter. Now then I go to the sus chord. Now I like gospel harmony a lot, so I'm probably going to go down through the passing 7th here, maybe an A flat minor chord. And then I'm going to go start the second phrase on the E flat with G in the bass. And that's an F7 the second time. And then I resolve the sus4. You can always on a ballad make things more interesting by go to the sus4 first and resolve it. Sometimes the 9 can resolve to flat 9. Now, this next phrase, the harmony goes down chromatically. Here's our friend from Green Dolphin Street, a D7 chord with an A flat triad above it. D flat 7. And then again, we're going to go to the F7, but not right away. I'm going to delay it with a sus4. And voice leading is the most important thing. When you play the piano, you've got to make this melody note sound more important than the others, and then bring out the notes that you want to bring out. And not have everything always be the same volume, and that's a very hard thing to do. A7. Back to your B flat. D flat 7. Now watch the E flat chord on top. When you have a dominant 7th built on flat 7, the tonic triad always gives you 9 and sharp 11 and 13 because of that principle we were talking about on the board. Sus4, resolve. Now you're in F minor, simple turnaround in F minor. Now sus4. See how the sus4 looks like A flat major 7 or C minor 7 with B flat in the bass? And then you can move the inner voices chromatically. This is still the most important note.
What does this change?
I don't know.
Okay. Oh, just okay. Okay, it's like a leading. Okay.
Five,
Okay,
right?
it's like leading to the.
Yeah, but it sounds good when it's easy to play, right? Now, second half of the tune. Now here comes the second ending. You go to A flat major 7 first, which makes this D natural of sharp 11, which is really cool. And then you go up a half step to A minor 7 flat 5, D7 flat 9. And then G minor, there's your 11th.
Okay, the sus again, similar. Okay.
Now it's F minor. And then maybe you do something a little pianist. You know about open voicings?
Kind of, yeah.
And instead of going to 1, maybe go to flat 2. Or go to flat 6 first and then flat 2. Right?
Okay.
你说最后一个音吗？
Wow.
降
Okay.
二。
Wow. That was intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I play. How do I get that? Oh, it's just a trick. I always think of it. I think of delays like sus4 first and then resolve, or I think I don't want to go right to one. And what happens if I move the? I often think what happens if I move the root up a half step. Here's one. If I move the root up a half step, it's flat to a major 7. People use this as in classical music. They might call it a Neapolitan chord, right? And then you can back up from that and just go B major 7 and then E major 7 and then. Right? And this sounds very, I don't know how it sounds, like Wagner or something. But anyway, if you have like D minor 7 to G, am I doing the right thing? Oh, yeah. Third in the melody, for example, what happens if you move the root up a half step? It becomes a 9th. And then it wants to go back there, right? So that's why in Stella by Starlight, last 8, we do. And then B major. What happens if I move that up a half step? And then it wants to go there, doesn't it, right? So a good reharmonization makes the note you're harmonizing sound more interesting. It's a 9th now or something, or a sharp 11th now. And because you're in a tonal situation, your ear wants to hear that chord resolve. It isn't satisfied to have it just sit there. So you're making it more interesting vertically and horizontally. You're creating the need for motion 2 different ways. And instead of just having it be the same every time. So you learn enough of these tricks and you recycle them endlessly in different combinations. And nobody can tell whether you've prepared it.